what's up? Welcome back to Colorlytical. Today I'd like to start talking about double standards, as I left it last week. For example, if you get people around you tell you things like, "Oh, after everything I do, this is how you treat me," please know that they use their volunteer sacrifice as a coin for constant attention, and they think they can get you that way. Or something similar to, "Tell me everything you do or not do, but not because I'm trying to control you." Well then, tell me why you need to know that. Or this one is my favorite. "You need to start making a list of what you want for Christmas. Later on, tell everybody else how you've done the most expensive list and the budget is over." A double standard is the application of different sets of principles to similar situations or by two different people in the same situation. I believe this happens a lot when humans become parents, because we suddenly need to show a kid why doing something is good or bad or what the consequences are, but we don't necessarily do it ourselves, like swearing or telling them not to smoke or not to do drugs. For example, you can't spend all your life telling your kids that you will kill them if you ever see them smoking, but then you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. That's not gonna compute in their heads. Maybe the technique should be something like telling them how you regret smoking and telling them how it's a bad habit that helps your anxiety, but of course it is better if you don't do it because it can actually kill you. Do you see the difference? This way they will understand the full picture and ask questions that won't end in a "it's just this way because I say so." Using your power and threat as a way of "this is the way you have to learn things" is really not healthy, and you will create and raise very confused kids. Kids need an explanation for everything. Personally, I feel like I'm still a kid because even as an adult, I still need to put two and two together to be able to move on. I can't act properly without understanding the full picture. Narcissists are able to impress strangers but talk very badly to their family and loved ones. They never apologize, but you should always apologize to them for what they've done to you. They can make scenes and react, but you better not do this or they will get upset. They love victimizing how much they suffered instead of confronting the issue. The more they talk about them, the less interest I have in even responding to their dramas. This is an example of a double standard. By the way, you might be thinking, okay, why are you jumping from double standards to narcissists to back to double standards? Well, don't you see the relationship here? For example, this is a mom who says, "I love how your cousin has learned so many things out of necessity, like making clothes or cutting her daughter's hair, etc." And then the daughter says, "Oh, it's a good way of saving money for sure when you have 12 kids." And then the mom says, "Exactly, and she learned all of this on her own." Now, a few years later, the daughter sends a video to her mom of cutting her own hair at home, after rehearsing and watching lots of YouTube videos. Well, getting a haircut outside of her hometown is over 100 euros plus obligated tips. Can you believe that her mom stopped talking to her for a couple of days, saying how incredibly upset she was by how bad her daughter is doing mentally because of doing crazy things like that? Let me be clear. This happened to me, yes. My friends were all getting high on daily basis in college, and they were doing college parties every day. But I was the crazy one by saving $100 while learning a new skill. I know I didn't cut it perfectly, and I needed retouches next time, but I did not see the problem. However, everything seems to be a problem with people who make double standards. Narcissists do the double standard often. They will act differently in the same situation when it's a stranger than when it is a close family member. For example, they taught me to say this is not true instead of using the word lie. But when they feel attacked, they scream, "You are a liar!" Double standards, you see, the rules only apply to the other people but not to them. But double standards happen in every family and personality type. Parents are different to each of their kids. As much as they want to tell us that they love us equally, it's just not true. It doesn't matter how much I behave in the house or how much your siblings will behave. I learned through therapy to not enter the parents' game, to always shut up and always be calm when I'm in my parents' house. But one slight bad news and they whisper and complain for hours, insulting my behavior and how I dare upset them after everything they do for me. Please note, calling someone ungrateful because they have feelings is not fair. If you say a single bad word in a humor setting and they get defensive, that is not okay. For example, has this ever happened to you, where your mom will come here and ask you, "What do you want for lunch tomorrow, lamb or meatloaf?" And then you say, "Oh, I don't mind, whatever is easier for you to cook." And then your mom keeps on going, no, whatever you prefer. Do you prefer the lamb?" And then you say, "Sure, yeah, that sounds great." But then the following day, your family comes over to the house, and then your mom starts explaining to all your family members how she was planning on making meatloaf, but you were the one persisting on making the lamb. Therefore, that's what she had to do. Of course, everybody starts staring at you. How dare you be a dictator, basically. A double standard is when your mom tries to control the relationship with your siblings, meaning in between you. So you all get along perfectly because they both love you very much. And she will get upset if you even disagree with anything they can ever say, even if she also disagrees. But she's just convinced everybody has a good heart. So basically she tells you you have to get along with your family perfectly. However, for over 20 years now, you've seen how suddenly she's not talking to this brother of hers from time to time. There are times where two are against the others, or they switch places on who is angry at who. It will go for months and years without talking. So your mom can do that, but no, you cannot. Sometimes I will ask why they're all so upset to lose time in this limited life to the point of using the silent treatment. But then they can't even remember the reason. She will talk bad about them, put them green, but then on the phone, praising them and their kids. I will always stare purple perplexed, lost, trying to make some logic out of it. Well, let me tell you, there's no logic to make. It's just a double standard. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe and see you on my next video. Goodbye.